Peace. Allah Ragene. That means the most observant God who comprehend visions while visions comprehend me not. Many people might look upon me on face value but do not understand the contents of my mind because mind power is God power. That's the greatest power in the what? Universe. Peace. Step by step. Harlem Prep.
Step by step Harlem Prep.
You'll see me on the face. I didn't notice because they got me on the front cover, whatever you call it.
That's when they have the guards.
You know
the guards
in
the graduation.
So if you ever looked that up, I'm on the front page.
What did you do?
But that's about the school that the guards went to, God, where we all got ourselves together. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys went to college. I went to college. A few other guys went to college, God. It was beautiful, God. We have freedom of education, God. We could write up our own programs, our own classes and whatnot, God. So it gave us freedom, God, to feel comfortable and to feel free to go to classes. We would have breaks in between classes. Sometimes we could take a little station break until the next class. So, God, we felt real comfortable. And then Harlem Prep was about preparing us for college. So they gave us like a college atmosphere, God. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful. God, that's where I met my first black history teacher called Mr. George Simmons. God, he was the first one that told us that the black man ate with forks and knives. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
Gold forks and knives, God. I never knew that.
You didn't know that. The black man ate with forks and knives.
God, he came in our class, he said, everything you thought that was white, you will find out that it's black, and everything you thought was black is what? White. He taught us too, which I didn't know, that God, we was the one that made the traffic light.
Right.
And then Benjamin Banneker made the first wooden clock. And oh man, God, he blew my mind, man. He was very great.
Dropping some signs.
He was a student of Dr. Ben Jokanen.
Oh, okay. Peace.
So he gave us some real important information, God. We loved it, God. You know what I'm saying? And he said, ask the gods why we call ourselves the gods. One day we came to school, he asked us to come up front and explain why we the true and living gods. Allah B got up and dropped it, right? But then God, he said to us, he said, when y'all say y'all gods, he said, that's not strange to me. He said, because the Greeks used to call y'all gods.
Call y'all us?
Yeah, us, the black man gods.
Right.
So he said, so it's not abnormal to me. Because a lot of people, he said, nah. He said, I understand. So, God, we hit it off wonderful with him because, God, he was my first black African history teacher that was bona fide, qualified, certified. You know what I'm saying? When it came to history, God, he opened my head up. That's what I really learned about black history beyond America, beyond American history, because we have what? Asiatic history. You know what I'm saying, God? We had the first mathematical system. We had the first alphabets. We built the first pyramids. You know what I'm saying? All over the world, not just Egypt.
Right.
Okay? And then they made it seem like, God, back then, I didn't know Egypt was different from Africa.
Right.
Back then, because we used to we used to watch Tarzan movies and shit.
Right.
You never knew that Egypt was in Africa. You know what I mean? I never knew that. I thought Egypt was somewhere totally different from Africa, God.
Because the devil separates.
Right. So, God, I learned that from being in this class as well, God. There was a lot of things back in the 60s that we did not know about. You know what I mean? We knew 120, but there were certain other things that we didn't know about, God, that we learned. You know what I mean? Being in this class. G.O.D., I mean, I didn't know we was the one, I forget his name, that made the gas mask for the police, that they used the fire department, the gas mask. We invented that. I forget his name. I hate it because I know you filming me, but God, y'all look it up. You'll find out his name. He owned a factory, and there was a gas leak in the streets or somewhere, and they had some workers trapped down there. They came and got him. He came back with his gas mask on with his workers that worked with him, right, in his factory. And they saved their lives. And that's when the gas mask became famous. And the fire department used it to this very day. Okay? So, boom, we created everything. How about the grill? They didn't want to allow us in their house, so therefore we invented the grill. The black man, the slave. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to cook outside. So now today we the greatest grill makers in the world, or grill cookers.
Right.
All right? You know what I mean?
God, we civilize the whole world, God. We civilize everything.
Came from us.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So he got to give praise. This is why we say we are the true and living gods. Because without us, there wouldn't even be no civilization.
Right.
Point blank.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Every other civilization had to depend upon us for their existence. You see what I'm saying? Right. So again, God, think about this, right? When you hear a black brother speak a foreign language, you know, or Egyptian, Arabic, whatever, you say, wow, wow, wow. God, or either if you hear a white person speaking Spanish, God, we spoke Spanish before they did.
Right, exactly.
Right.
We understand that we was here first.
Yeah.
So you can talk Portuguese, or whoop-de-doo, we spoke Portuguese first too. You speak Italian, we spoke Italian too. You got black Italians to this very day, right or wrong. Sicilian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
every language you could speak of, we spoke it first. Why? Because we was here first. Then y'all came along. Even English, they call it a bastard language. Why? Because it has no father. No, it's made up of different languages. Latin, French, Greek. You know what I mean?
All that.
All these different languages, God, that were put together to make up the English language.
Right.
Kindergarten. Kinder mean the seed, and God mean the seed, the God where you plant the seed. You dig what I'm saying? So everything comes from the original man, the original people, everything. Mathematics. We the ones that built the pyramids. Mathematics, because of our mathematical intelligence. Even after slavery, God, we had our own businesses, our own, cleaners, our own stores, everything. Because we did everything for the slave master. So I was a shoemaker, I was a carpenter, you know what I'm saying? We was construction workers.
Right.
You know what I mean? God, we built the transit system, everything. So all that came back to us because we did it because we was your slaves. So when we no longer were your slaves, we was independent and did our own thing. And we ain't need you, you needed us.
Right.
Peace. That's why we say we the true living God. Peace.
Praise God.
The high five.
Praise God.
If Mecca did this.